the Lady Blue Bears of Livingstone College will face the Lady Panthers of Virginia Union University. Now for your starting lineup. For the Lady Blue Bears, standing 5'9", a junior from Hampton, Virginia, wearing jersey number 32, Taylor Daniel. At the forward slot for the Lady Panthers, standing 5'9", a junior from Washington, D.C., wearing jersey number 12, Ronnie Bale. For the Lady Blue Bears, standing 5'10", a sophomore from Winston-Salem, South Carolina, she'll be wearing jersey number 14, Taylor Cersei. For the Lady Panthers, standing 6'2", a senior from La Plata, Maryland, wearing jersey number 25, Taylor White. At the center slot for the Lady Blue Bears, standing 6'5", a senior from Detroit, Michigan, wearing jersey number 21, Wendy Foster. For the Lady Panthers, standing 6'2", a junior from Cleveland, Ohio, she'll be wearing jersey number 20, Lady Walker. For the Lady Blue Bears, standing 5'9", a senior from Savannah, Georgia, wearing jersey number 12, Amber Curry. For the Lady Panthers, standing 5'8", a junior from Wilson, North Carolina, wearing jersey number 1, Jamaica Ruffin. For the Lady Blue Bears, standing 5'7", a junior from Suitland, Maryland, wearing jersey number 23, Brittany Taylor. At the guard spot for the Lady Panthers, standing 5'6", a senior from Chicago, Illinois, he'll be wearing jersey number 3, Deanna Johnson. Head coach of the Lady Blue Bears, Anita Bial. Head coach for the Lady Panthers, and Marie Gill.
A junior from Suitland, Maryland, and it's Wendy Foster at center, 6'5", a senior from Detroit, while Taylor Daniels at 5'9" and a forward out of Hampton, Virginia, rounds out the quintet for the Lady Blue Bears. Meanwhile, for Virginia Union, Jamaica Ruffin, a junior at guard, 5'8" from Wilson, North Carolina, Kiana Johnson, a senior from Chicago, Ronnie Bell up front, along with Lady Walker, and Taylor White, the senior forward center, is a player to watch as well, as Livingstone draws first blood. It's Taylor Cersei making it a 2-point game, and quickly into the offensive zone now, it's Kiana Johnson. Johnson between the circles, drops it off on the wing. Ronnie Bell with it. Bell gets it back to Lady Walker. Off the curl, coming to get it now is Johnson. Johnson runs into the lane and has it deflected out of bounds by Livingstone. So what Anita Howard has done at Livingstone is she's done a great job of imposing that tough defense and really developing the bigs on the interior to give this Livingstone team some credibility and a chance to win a conference championship. And you know, when championships are in the building, sometimes that savvy, wears off. And a long three-pointer drops, nothing but air from Bell for Union. And quickly, Livingstone with the push and the finish. Nicely done won that time by Taylor Daniels, and it's a 4-0 Lady Blue Bears lead. Quickly, it's Kiana Johnson in the offensive zone. She'll launch a three, and it's a splash down, swim, and another long downcourt pass. This one intended for Taylor Daniels, but it goes out of bounds. She had gotten out ahead and wasn't able to haul it in. And on the slow walk into the offensive zone, it's Johnson. Johnson between the circles. She'll drop it to Taylor White. White with the ball above her head, goes to the top to Johnson. Johnson with the ball fake. It's a high screen. Stutter stop, tries to drop it on the inside, wanted to get to Walker, landed in the hands instead of Curtis for Livingstone, and the Lady Blue Bears get it to Brittany Taylor. She races it up quickly at the right. Her pass deflected. Tap back, now collected by Johnson in the backcourt for Union. Long down court pass to Bell. Bell gonna launch a three. It tickles the twine. 6-0 just like that. The spurtability of Virginia Union on back-to-back threes gives them the lead. And walking it up is Taylor right now. Brittany Taylor, that is, and we'll have a quick whistle, a 10-second violation. Wow, a little bit tardy as slowly matriculating the ball into the front court was Taylor, and quickly going to the bench is Gilbert. She sits Jamaica Ruffin, and replacing her in the lineup right now is Kiana Johnson, and we'll have a foul quickly.
Foul is on number 3.
Foul is on Brittany Taylor. That's number 1. And so Taylor will check out, and Bria Patterson is going to check in right now quickly for Livingstone. Pass inbound taken at the top that time by Ashley Smith. Smith goes in the corner to Bell. Back to the outside. Now they get it on the inside to Lady Walker, who's tied up. That time by Taylor Daniels. And they made her, that pass has to be above her shoulders. She actually shrunk her own size by having to go down to get it. Little ball fake, spin move, and we'll have a traveling call that time that'll be on Smith. And out of the double team, the pass goes from Amber Curtis down to the inside, where Wendy Foster kicks it back outside to Bria Patterson. Patterson with the rock, directing traffic. Sends it off to the wing to Curtis. Curtis back to the top with it to Patterson. They look around the rim, and we'll have some 3-second violation call against the Lady Blue Bears.
Too much thinking. So what do we got? 10-second violation, right? And then we got a 3-second violation.
Yep, that's exactly what we got.
It's too much thinking right now by the Blue Bears.
And slowly walking it up, Kiana Johnson between the circles. Holds the fist up, drops it off for Walker. Walker leaves it for Taylor White. Taylor White feeds it down to Walker. Walker with the swing to the wing and an open look for three. No good that time by Ashley Smith, but she is fouled. And I think they're going to get, as they beat Wendy Foster. And for Foster, that's her first, but it will lead to 3 free throws for Virginia Union. And Ashley Smith goes to the line, 67% free throw shooter on the season. For the first of 3, it falls off. So it stands to reason that she would be good for 2 of the 3.
2 of the 3. Got to keep her in line with her season out.
So checking into the contest now is Kayla Searcy for Livingstone. And Wilson checks out. More substitutions coming in as well. Zena Levette checking in. Also Alexis Fowler. So the second free throw falls through. That makes it an 8-4 lead. And 1 free throw remaining for Lady Panthers, Smith. And she's short with it. And a long rebound comes off to Livingstone. And getting it into the front court right now is Wendy Foster. And that was just a bad decision to get her the ball. You got a big out 15, 18 feet from the basket. It's just a bit too much. And it's a turnover for Livingstone. And Union going to walk it up. Angling to the center. And with a stutter step and the drive, the kick back outside the walk. Off the curl, coming to get it right now is Kiana Johnson. Johnson with the crossover. Step back, long three ball, off the back of the rim. Tracking it down in the corner this time is Ashley Smith. Stutter step, kick back out to Ronnie Walker. 26 on the clock. Ball above her head is Johnson. Johnson to the free throw line. As she goes to the rim, Lady Walker. And a kiss off the glass. We'll have a foul.
Wendy Foster, correction. Number 1.
So Wendy Foster goes to the free throw line. And that'll be on Bria Patterson, number 1 for the Livingstone player. And the strike goes Walker, and she knocks down the first. Lady Walker has just been just one of the best, interior players in the conference this year. I mean, many times she's been a man amongst lady amongst girls, but she does struggle at the charity stripe, although she makes a couple there. And a little scrum leading to a two-point basket that time by Alexis Fowler. And so it's 9-6, Virginia Union. As the ball is backed out this time by Johnson. Johnson going to turn, and on the curl, the runner off the top of the square. That is pure. 11-6, Virginia Union, as Livingstone has the ball now in the front court. Off to the side, it goes to Curtis. Curtis going to pull up for the jump shot. It dances around the rim and comes off. Lady Walker clears the board. She'll leave it off for Ashley Smith. Smith drops it to the wing to Ronnie White for 3, and she hits. She bangs it down from outside. And Ronnie Bell then induces a traveling call after the long pass is hauled in by Amber Curtis, who couldn't get her feet collected before she put the ball on the floor, and it's a turnover by Livingstone.
If you're the Blue Bears, you don't want to try to match the Panthers' tempo, which they get up and down the court. Your strength is really in the half court. Slow the game down, get the ball over the half court line, and go into your half court set and try to create control, at least some tempo in the game.
So backing it out is Kiana Johnson, stolen away as she tries to get it from Walker. And on the breakaway, Livingstone can't cash it in. And then Livingstone, Virginia Union that is. And Kiana Johnson sees the ball go out of bounds on the far baseline. Winner of this game gets the Shaw Lady Bears, who were very impressive here in their 8-point victory in today's opening that wasn't that close. And here's a floater and a driving runner by Kayla Searcy that goes down. 14-8. Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in regulation, in the first quarter. Ronnie Walker has the pass attempt deflected, and she is knocked to the floor. And that'll be on Searcy. For Searcy, that takes us to our media timeout. So with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, it's Virginia Union 14, Livingstone 8. The CIAA basketball tournament continues from Charlotte on HSRN, the voice of choice.
How much time do we have between this segment and the next one?
Depends on what time this
game and the next game. We can go get something to eat, some taco split, a couple of and then by the time we come back, we're ready.
Right.
All participants will be taken on the prize, but the first person to compete all tags will make a free throw and get $200. Are you ready? So, get your crowd ready. Livingstone, get your crowd ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
You can follow HSRN on Facebook at HSRN, the voice of choice. Our page, become a part of the family. You can also find us on Twitter at HS Radio. Livingstone steals the ball and induces a foul from Virginia Union. Virginia Union almost came with a steal, but that time, Ashley Smith, is the beneficiary of picking up the foul, so to speak. And that is her first. And a quick steal and a scrum, and it's picked up once again by Virginia Union. The drive, the floater, the finish, and the score. Nicely done that time. On the breakaway by Kiana Johnson, and she's able to charge extra. That foul goes on Zayna Levette, and Virginia Union up 16-8.
Number 3.
Union getting a lot of production out of the backcourt. I just like their ability more, again, to control tempo. When the numbers are right, they can run the court. When it's not, they know how to get in that half-court transition to work it out.
Free throw is good. So after the conventional three-point play, it's 17-8. Less than 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. On the wing now, it's Amber Curtis. Curtis pounding the rock, looking to crossover, drop it back to the outside. Three-pointer from Bria Patterson, no good. Rebound collected, and a spin out of trouble by Kiana Johnson from Virginia. She drops a dime, and it's finished by Ashley Smith on a beautiful fast break to make it an 11-point, 19-8 lead.
It's like it's automatic now. They decide to run everything space perfectly. They all know exactly what they're supposed to do.
Speaking of perfect spacing, nice finish by Alexis Fowler off the break, and Ronnie Bell travels. So Bell travels and cannot get her feet collected in order to keep possession. So Livingstone now trails by 9. It's 10-9 as they have the basketball walking into the front court. Swings it off to the wing. It's Curtis. Curtis back to the outside. Now the swing off to Searcy, who launches a three that dances around. Actually, it's a 2-point, a long two by Searcy, making it 19-12. Virginia Union with the rock. Angling it to the right, Kiana Johnson. Now she takes it over, and here's a driving floater that is rejected that time by Wendy Foster. Going into air traffic controller mode that time.
With very little concern about what could happen, and I like that. You know, she knew that that possibility would occur, but she still drove hard to the basket and they managed to maintain possession.
Top of the circle now to Ashley Smith, who'll drop it off to Johnson. Johnson gets the screen, takes it baseline, picks up a dribble, kicks it back to the far wing. Long three ball put up off the back of the rim that time by Kerrigan Awkward, who has just checked into the contest. Now into the offensive zone are the Lady Blue Bears. On the wing in the hands to Amber Curtis. Now on the reversal, it makes its way to Kyla Searcy. Searcy has a pass deflected and stolen away. Off to the races is Ashley Smith. Her layup high off the glass, and it's good. 21-12 as we approach 2.5 to go in the half. The wraparound, out of trouble, the drive, and a rejection that time. Amber Curtis tried, and Lady Walker wasn't having it. And quickly down, swing to the elbow. The jumper is good that time by Awkward, and it's 23-12.
Nothing awkward about that. That was a smooth jumper and transition. And again, great teams make those type of plays where other teams will miss those plays.
A 2-2-1 full-court defense. Ball now to the free throw line. The drive to the runner, and it's good by Alexis Fowler. So make it 23-14 with 1:50 to go here in the first. Pound the rock into the offensive zone, and now backing it out so it's collected by Kiana Johnson. Are the Virginia Union Lady Panthers, leading 23-14. Off to the wing it goes to Smith. Back outside it will go to Walker. And here's a long three ball that's off the rim that time by Kiana Johnson. And the ball dropped back into the hands of Bria Patterson, who brings it up into the offensive zone. Anita Howard's going to take a 30-second timeout here as we approach the latter stages of the first quarter.
A 30-second.
So apparently she wants to probably hit control alt delete and reboot this offensive possession. And really Livingstone seems to be in a better position. They seem to me to be the team that may want to pick up the tempo just a little bit. Because Virginia is getting the ball and getting out with the rush. But even when Livingstone has an opportunity to pass break, they're getting low. They're getting chances.
They have a lead, so they don't care if time ticks off the clock. They just want to make sure that they make buckets on every possession. Defense for Livingstone has to step up.
And so they have it in the offensive zone as it makes it to the wing, now to the corner. That's where Langford has it. He drops it off, and this shot attempt by Anita DeJesus comes off, and then another three ball from just outside the arc. Brittany Taylor goes off the mark, and then we'll have a whistle. And this whistle will go against Virginia Union. And that goes against Kerrigan Awkward. And for Awkward, that's her first. And Livingstone gets it inbound. Quick sweep, three ball from the wing is good that time by Amber Curtis. Left wide open, and the lead is cut to 6. Our test would say it would be a double-digit lead, but the scoreboard, which counts, says a lot more. And a crossover screen, and a floating runner is knocked down by Kiana Johnson. Wow. Little crossover runner floater.
Made it look easy, too.
Man. Johnson with 11. And Livingstone has the basketball. Now here's another floater off the rim that time by Taylor. And here goes Virginia Union all the way back down the other end. And this time the layup is missed, but it's kicked back to the outside. And it sets up a three ball from the wing by Johnson. That is pure.
Number 3.
Make it 28-17 after the three ball. And Livingstone going to bring it up into the offensive zone. Looking to cross over and create this time is Taylor. Nice little feed to the opposite side. Goes off the rim that time by Taylor Daniels, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Virginia Union pressed a little bit, but able to simply outrun Livingstone in the first quarter. At the end of one, Virginia Union 28, Livingstone 17. The CIAA basketball tournament from Charlotte continues on HSRN, the voice of choice.
And business bank. Let us be your financial partner. Please visit our website, mfonline.com. Member of FDIC.
Hey, Jay, we might set up something.
Lender.
Charlotte, North Carolina. At the end of one, it's Virginia Union rolling by the count of 28-17. And I don't know about you, Mike, but I think that Livingstone probably wants to pick up the tempo and convert, while Virginia Union just wants to stay out and try to lap.
Two teams played before, Mark. Virginia Union came away with a victory, 9-point victory. It's really about defense. You gotta stop Union from scoring. Union's making it look easy. You miss an easy layup only to get the offensive rebound. You kick it back out, and then you knock down the three. So obviously, Livingstone is hoping that they initially made it too.
So a slow walk into the offensive zone by Virginia Union. They have the rock and a 28-17 lead. Pounding it and angling to the far side, Kiana Johnson. And Lady Walker tried to go up, had the ball knocked off of her chest, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay. Well, I guess I'm going to say Livingstone touched it later. So 11 seconds on the shot clock, 9:25 to go in the first half. Virginia Union inbounds the basketball. And it's quickly sent back to the outside where Ashley Smith has it. Off the curl, coming to get it is Johnson. Johnson's been lights out with 14. And she'll launch a long three, and it barely rattles out. Boy, she got a pretty good look. It's just that it was from Kannapolis. Anyway, racing it up the left side. Pounding it and trying to go baseline with it is Brittany Taylor. Swing to the wing this time, Amber Curtis. She'll put up a three ball, no good. Rebound, tap aside, collected, Walker grabs it. This time it's off to the races and Johnson once again. She'll stop. Her 18-foot floater, no good. She collects her own rebound and then backs it out. Gets a high screen, steps back beyond the three-point arc, sets Walker up for a free-throw line jump shot. She can't convert, and the rebound into the hands of Livingstone. Racing it down quickly is Curtis. Her floater is off the mark, but she's able to draw a foul. And I think that time Johnson is going to be collected. We'll check that. It'll be on Ashley Smith.
That's her second. Team first.
And that's number 2. And so here at the charity stripe is Amber Curtis. Curtis, a 69.9% free throw shooter, and she knocks the first one home, making it a 10-point deficit at 28-18.
Team's leading scorer, averaging a little over 15 points per game. You know, her name needs to be mentioned a little bit more. When you talk about them needing to turn it up and get more offensive productivity, well, we need to hear her name quite a bit more in this time.
Smith with 6 as she bends at the knee, stares at the square. Release, rotation, splash. 28-19, 8:35 to go. And a quick steal by Livingstone. All the way on the breakaway, and the layup is good for Brittany Taylor. And it's 28-21, Virginia Union. And Anne-Marie Gilbert calls a timeout for Virginia Union. And that's going to be a full timeout. So, with 8:24 to go here in the second quarter, that is, Virginia Union 28, Livingstone 21. Back to the CIAA tournament from Charlotte on HSRN, the voice of choice.
Charlotte. One more time, CIAA fans, if you love your university, make some noise! All right, don't forget to get your merchandise right here in the Town Water Cable Arena, the Charlotte Convention Center, and the West End Charlotte.
swing to the wing. A wide open look is off the mark for three from Curtis. But the rebound put back attempt by Fowler goes out of bounds. And it will go to Virginia Union.
Livingstone getting good defense against Shaw University, but now got to convert on these offensive opportunities. Sometimes you have to abandon that three-point shot and work hard in the paint and see if you can get a couple of free throws or the old-fashioned defense.
And Johnson backs out of trouble, curls, puts up a floater under duress, and it reels around and finally goes through.
Deanna Johnson.
30-21. Johnson now with 14 of her team's 30 points as Livingstone gets it, and here's Fowler on the drive, and her scooping running to the hoop is good. Fowler now has 6, and the lead is now 30-27 at 7:10 to go here in the half. And with the Rockets, Johnson again gets the high screen, stutter step, free throw line floater, splash. I am the best on the floor and you can do nothing to stop me, says Kiana Johnson. Now with 18 of her team's 32. And the double team out of duress leads to a three-pointer that goes all bottom that time by Brittany Taylor. And it's 32-26. Johnson up the offensive zone on the right side with the wraparound, and on the reach-in, Zayna Levette will be called for the foul. That's number 2. And coming out of the contest right now will be Lady Walker for Virginia Union. And Rain Walker checks in her stead. Well, check that. That would be Ronnie Bell who's checking in. Ronnie Bell checks in for Lady Walker. And pounding the rock, looking to turn is Kiana Johnson. She tries to scoop, and this time it's deflected out of bounds off of Livingstone. So there's 16 seconds on the shot clock, 19 to go here in the first half on the game clock. Virginia Union inbounding. With 15, it comes inside to Smith. Smith backs it out to the hash, picks up the dribble, gives it off to Johnson. 8 seconds on the shot clock, calling for the screen, gets the screen, gonna step back, 3 seconds on the shot clock, launches a prayer, and it's answered! From the middle of Living School of Hail Mary hooks for 3, it's a 35-26 lead for Union.
Repeat, it was a hook shot, not a jumper, off the hip, hook shot.
Wow! Cersei gets it back outside to Taylor. Taylor to Cersei. Cersei tries to cut. She dribbles into the rest, almost lost away. This time the floater goes up and it's good. Cersei scores, but Fowler lies on the floor, and she is hurt. And she's holding her head, but she's able to come off and shake the cobwebs out. And you know, when you're battling for a ring, you'll do just about anything to stay on the floor.
21 points, second quarter, 5:32 left. I mean, is it too early to say Johnson's having a tremendous game?
Well, she is. Yet her team only leads by 7. And slowly walking it up is Kiana Johnson once again between the circles on the CIAA logo, moving from right to left. She's picked up by Bria Patterson. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and she goes right by, and Patterson just taps her. And Anita Howard didn't like that call. But I gotta tell you, you don't get that call unless you are, giving somebody the shimmy and blowing right past them.
Senior out of Chicago, Illinois. I mean, she's just feeling it right now.
There she is. And she collects it back. Top of the key. Crossover at the logo. They put another player on it this time. It's Amber Curtis. Now they try to double team and she takes it to the right. Loses it but drops it off to the baseline. The jumper draws nothing but air from Taylor White. And here goes Livingstone in the opposite direction right now. Brittany Taylor. Taylor with a swing to the wing to Kiana Cersei. Back outside to Taylor. Taylor with the crossover. Angles it to the top between the circles. She'll swing it to the right wing. Wide open three look off the mark that time for Cersei. Rebound collected by Livingstone. It goes back to the wing. Rose left open for three. It's no good. And the rebound collected by Ronnie Bell. And quickly down is Johnson with the crossover, keeping the dribble alive. And she loses the basketball into the hands of Breonna Taylor. Taylor would try to split the defenders and is able to draw the foul on three players.
Foul is on number 12, Ronnie Bell.
Wow, Ronnie Bell picks up a tough foul that time.
Team second.
So Kiana Johnson has just stepped up and said, okay,
Number 23.
I'm going to be that girl. Brittany Taylor goes for the charity strike and she misses the first, so the lead remains at 7, 38-25. Again, Mike, the eye test and the momentum would say it should be a much bigger lead for Virginia Union. So if I'm Anita Howard and I'm only 7 down right now, I'm feeling good. Now the question is, how do you stop Kiana Johnson?
Sometimes you got to allow a player like her to do what she's going to do now and take everybody else out of the game.
So here's the inbound. And racing it up quickly right now, it's Ashley Smith. She gets it into the lane. Now they back it out. They give it to Johnson. Boy, it's like give Johnson the ball and let her go right now. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first half. Johnson with it as she angles it to the right. Gives him the shimmy with the crossover, and then she steps outside. Finds it to three ball. Ronnie Bell, top of the key. Yes! 38-29. And you're right. Take a 2 from Johnson as opposed to a 3 from Bell. And the interior pass thrown away that time. Wow, the good look from Taylor Daniels. I think she was trying to get it to Brittany Taylor, and she threw it into the expensive seats.
Livingstone is getting second shot opportunities. They're getting the ability to extend possession, whereas Union's just very efficient. They take the ball down the court, they score points to go back on defense. If you're Livingstone, it's clear that you're hustling, but you have to be more efficient.
So Johnson splits 2 defenders, loses the ball, gets it back, open for 12. 23 and counting for Kiana Johnson, and the lead is 40-29. It's an 11-point deficit for Livingstone, who has the basketball with Brittany Taylor. Goes down inside the Fowler. Fowler backs it out, drops it, and the floating up and under runner by Cersei off the mark. Off to the races is Johnson. She goes with the floater, takes the contact, can't get it to fall, but she'll earn 2 more shots. Kiana Johnson is doing her thing, folks. The bright lights of the big city are not too much for her.
You know, she's not hyped. She's the real deal. You know, she's averaging almost a little over 28 points a game, and I didn't know it was in the first half, though.
Man, we could be looking at something special. First one up, first one through. She's got 24. It's 41-29. See, my thing is, if you can't stop her, you just got to make it more difficult for her to get hers, and it's too easy right now for her. There's nobody that can stay with her in ball pressure man to man. I don't know if you can afford to come up with junk defenses that are designed to keep the ball out of her hands because of the bigs that they have that can convert. And this free throw is good. Now the deficit beginning to look like what it should. 13, 42-29. Dangerous moment for Livingstone right here. Off the curl, picking it up for the Lady Blue Bears, and then we'll have a tie-up. And on the alternating possession, it goes to Virginia Union.
Great defense by Johnson. We talk about our offense on the tie-up. On the jump ball, she gets the possession out. Another turnover.
She's keeping it rock as she rolls into the offensive zone, picked up by Patterson. She drops it off to Ashley Smith. Smith with the rock, looking and playing the passing lane and deflecting it out of bounds, and then knocking it off the Virginia Union player. What a play that time by Kayla Cersei. She played the passing lane to perfection, and when it looked like the ball was going to go out of bounds, she had the presence of mind to tap it off of Ashley Smith, so the Lady Blue Bears keep possession. She gets it back right here to Cersei. Now she'll drop it off for Levette. Off the curl, Patterson. Patterson leaves it for Fowler, who's going to take too many steps on the drive to the basket. Got to pack your bags if you're going to score that one. It's traveling. And Virginia Union is rolling right now. Thanks to 25 in the first half by Kiana Johnson. And on the inbound, she gets it. Racing it up into the front court. Swing to the wing to Bell. Bell gives it back to Johnson. Johnson going to angle it to the right. Now she's at the top between the circles as the curl runs between her. A little bit of a weave action. Smith gets it off the wing. She's going to drive baseline. Keep the dribble. Kick back outside. Swing to the free throw line. Back it goes to Johnson. 7 on the shot clock. Crossover. Drive. Floating runner. Yes. Man. Oh, man. 27. 44-29 as Johnson putting on a show. Off to the wing. The ball fake this time goes inside, and the runner off the glass by Fowler off the mark. Here comes Virginia Union, and the wraparound by Johnson, and she's able to draw the foul as Arena DeJesus.
Foul is on number 10.
And Arena's going to pick up the first foul.
Love it.
Oh, I guess they're going to give that foul to Taylor Lovett.
Pick it up! You got my number yet? Check the foul sign. It's not right on the board.
Her handle, her ability to dribble the ball in traffic, create space off the dribble. I mean, that's what makes her incredibly unique. And then, when she does create the space, Mark, she's knocking the shots down.
What more could you ask for, right?
I mean, if I'm her coach, I might just sit down and say, look, you call it. I'm just going to sit back because I'm even impressed at this point.
And we're waiting. There's a stoppage at play with 1:23 to go. And the ultimate adjudication of what's going on remains to be seen.
I know you hate these breaks.
I am right now. It's just water torture right now. It really is.
Man, I'm not going to even ask you how you feel about the Supreme Court.
Well, I just
that could take months. Oh man, if not years.
Man. Anyway, the pass to be inbounded, and it's Ronnie Bell who gets it to Johnson. Johnson drops it back to Bell, then she goes to collect it. Minute and 18 to go on the shot clock. Johnson gets it to Lady Walker. Walker going to curl, put up a floater off the glass. It doesn't fall, gets her own rebound and has it stolen away. Good job that time by Brittany Taylor. She's going to race it up into the offensive zone with coming up on a minute to go. Drop it off for DeJesus. DeJesus looking to create. Crossover, picks up her dribble. Swings it back outside to Taylor. Taylor on the wing this time going to drop it off for Kyla Searcy. She crosses over, creates a three, and knocks it down. Nice little crossover, tricky dribble that time to create a shot for herself. And a big three-point that time by Curtis, making it 44-32. Just hanging around other Lady Blue Bears. That's Johnson. Has the rock at the top, gets a high screen. Spins out of trouble, now she takes it back to the right. 9 on the shot clock as she spins off the glass, puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound this time in the hands of Patterson. Now they race it up. On the wing this time it's DeJesus. DeJesus with a floating runner. It's off the rim. The rebound into the hands of Lady Walker. Walker gives it to Kiana Johnson. Spins out of trouble. Goes with the wraparound to the center. Drives, puts up the floater in the lane, no good. Rebound collected that time by Livingstone's Brittany Taylor. And that's how the first half ends. It's Virginia Union thanks to 27 from Kiana Johnson. They're rolling to a 44-32 lead at the half. And part of it is Johnson has been able to do her thing. The second part of it is, quite frankly, Livingstone is making it really difficult on themselves unless they get fast break opportunities to create any scoring chances.
Again, they're going to have to find a way to put a lid on Johnson's offensive productivity. But more importantly, Mark, when they get opportunities to score, they're going to have to make them. They're getting some rebounds. They're just coming up with a whole lot of empty possessions. And that point swing can start to, get into your head when you're going down there and you're missing, the other team is scoring. It can really start to create that self-doubt that is the cancer of all teams.
Well, it certainly is, because Teams that play with confidence, play with reckless abandon, and they win. And teams who play with a sense of insecurity have tendency to make a lot more mistakes. We saw a lot more mistakes being made by Livingstone here in the first half, but still, seemingly no mistakes have been made by the brilliance of Kiana Johnson, whose 27 points lead all scorers as we go to our halftime break. It's Virginia Union 44, Livingstone 32. We'll head back to our headquarters as Thrill Hill will get you set up for the second half. It's 20 minutes to the championship Saturday here on HSRN, the voice of choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure.
To be able to introduce one of my best friends in the whole world. I've been knowing this guy so long, we went to kindergarten together, and that's the honest to God truth. We went to high school, junior high school together, we sang together. In the high school, we had a little group, we thought we were the Temptations. So I asked Uncle Bob, or Robert Finney, or Sergeant Finney, or other sort of names that I'm not going to tell you about, if he would come down to classes with his talents. He said he would only do it if I came on the floor and sang with him. So I put him 4 minutes of vacation time to sing with Uncle Bob. We're going to do a song that talks about the power of music, something we wrote in 87 or something like that, and did a remix on it. That's not it.
Varsity Elites. The National Award Varsity Elites drill team from Hampton, Virginia has been entertaining audiences around the globe for over 25 years. The group consists of approximately 150 youngsters ranging from the ages of 5 to 18. Introducing to the CIAA, the baddest, the boldest, the best, the Varsity Elites!
Oh, yeah, you guys. Yeah. With all of this crazy stuff that's going on in the streets with our teams, I want you guys to pray for them and don't forget the kids that are doing the right thing. So say that being said, we get ready to rock this place. Team, that ass, step, movement, watch it now. Watch it. Watch it. I like this. I like it. I like it. Get it up. Get it up. Get it up. Get it up. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Yeah, now go to sleep. How you like that? How yeah. Team. Reverse.
We're just about ready for the third quarter. It'll be the Lady Blue Bears ball.
Her to get the shots. Difficult for her to get the basketball. She's having one of those nights that James Daniel of Howard has had. And teams have, when he's rolling, you just try to make him a little bit uncomfortable to see if they can pull it off. And Livingstone comes out launching an air ball as we open here the second half. And here's a driving runner over the top. That time Brittany Taylor, no good. Rebound collected by Taylor Daniels. Daniels, Taylor, Foster, Cersei, and Curtis open it up for Anita Howard as we open this second half, and the pass at the free throw line stolen away. And it's Johnson leading the fast break. She's going to create, and she dropped it to Lady Walker, who just wasn't ready. That's, Lady Walker can't be upset with anybody but herself, because when you're playing with a player like Johnson, you got to keep your eye open for the pass. 44-32. Early stages of the third quarter, the drive to the lane, high arcing run, a lot of contact, no good that time by Amber Curtis. And now out in front of everybody, and then making the layup is Johnson, so give her 29. And a quick timeout. And that timeout is going to be called. Well, it's going to be, I believe it's on Virginia. No, it's not. Livingstone did, in fact, call that timeout. Wow, quick timeout by the Lady Blue Bears. Let's squeeze one here as well. 46-32, Virginia Union over Livingstone. It's the CIAA basketball tournament on HSRN. The boys have choice.
Are y'all ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Zero ball. Come on, team. Okay. Jenny, you look like you won. 20 seconds.
That's the turnover. Points, number 3, Kiana Johnson.
Hey, round one. You taking that ball?
Keon Luggers, that's a 4. Team first. Number 4, Ashley Smith on the line. Number 12. Foul is on number 21. Wendy Foster, that's her second. Team second. Number 4. Ashley Smith on the line. The Lady Blue Bears will take the time.
How'd y'all let Kiana Johnson get away? Mark Gray, Mike Walker, and you hanging out here at the CIAA tournament, and Ashley Smith, the transfer, gets it back to Kiana Johnson. Now they go with the high-low action inside the Lady Walker. Final score. Lady Walker Walker with her first basket. A long down-court pass thrown away and collected by Virginia Union. It's Smith who races it up quickly. She finds Walker on the wing for three. It's an air ball, and the rebound this time collected by Union. We'll check that. It's collected by Livingstone's Kayla Searcy, who drops it back to Patterson. Patterson swings it to the wing to Taylor. She's open for three, and she knocks it down. 56-41, 15-point lead. Johnson with the rock right now. She comes back to the right side with it. Top shelf, high screen. And on the reach-in, we will have a foul. That'll be Amber Curtis this time.
Foul is on number 12, Amber Curtis.
Curtis, that is her first.
Tinker.
Third one on the team here in the third quarter. Union to inbound with Johnson. Johnson gets it to Walker. Walker has the pass stolen away by Patterson. Patterson stops, throws up a layup, no good, gets her own rebound, goes up with a high archer, no good, rebound. One-handed variety that time. A good job of sealing one of the interior players. I believe that was Smith who got flung to the floor, but she'll pick up the foul. That'll be the fourth foul on Smith. We'll check that. That'll be the third foul on Smith. Only three on Smith right now. And Lady Walker checking out. So set to inbound Livingstone to get it right in, and the over-the-shoulder layup attempt is good that time by Amber Curtis. Nicely run play on the inbounds, and quickly it's Smith with the runner, and they'll call it an offensive foul, and that will be number 4 on Smith. I was wondering if Coach Gilbert knew that was her third the last time, and she stays on the floor. And another three ball. If this one is short, and the rebound collected that time by Union's Taylor White. Be in the back.
Number 12.
And that foul is going to go on Amber Curtis. And so Virginia Union will inbound after we have these situational substitutions. And a quick inbound goes to Jamaica Ruffin, who's just checked in. Ruffin picks it up and gets it back to Johnson. Johnson at the top, 3:50 and counting, 18 on the shot clock as we continue. Pound the rock, stepping out, long three ball goes down for Kiana Johnson. Make it 34 over team's 59, and the lead back to 16, and we'll have an offensive foul that will go against Livingstone. Or is that a travel that they're going to call?
That was on number 23, Brittany Taylor.
Well, that foul apparently is on Taylor. That's her third. Team's fifth. And Union will inbound from under Livingstone's goal as Johnson slowly walks it up into the offensive zone. It's been the Kiana Johnson show here in game number 2 of the day session on the women's side. And now the pick up and the up and under, the short shot off the mark that time by Taylor White. And here goes Livingstone. Quickly racing it up into the offensive zone between the circles. The swing to the wing. And the floating fall away off the mark that time by Curtis. Rebound collected by Patterson. Back outside it goes to Taylor. Taylor gonna slow it down and swing it to the left. Play a little catch and catch it back. Get it to Patterson. Open for three. It's going to be off the rim. And the rebound collected by Walker. Walker to Johnson as she races it up to White. Goes right into the middle. Tries to drop it on the inside. And the shot rejected. Collected by Walker. She can't finish. Another rebound by Walker will have a tie-up. Boy, a point-blank look that time was turned into a rejection. Taylor White from about 3 feet couldn't even get the shot off. As I believe the block that time goes to Foster. Yeah, nicely done. though her team still trails by 16. And Johnson going to get it into Walker. Walker going to roll to the far side, drop it off, give it back to Ruffin. Ruffin gets it back to Johnson, who'll angle it to the right. Gets it off to Walker. Back to the key is Johnson. Johnson with the crossover, floating left-handed runner. Short, but Lady Walker goes up for the board, and she's hacked with the rebound attempt. I believe that foul is going to go on Curtis. Amber Curtis. That is her second.
Number 20.
So Lady Walker going to the charity stripe right now, a place she has not fared too well this season. Only a 45% free throw shooter. During a regular year, she makes the first. 60-43 with 2 and some change to go here in the third quarter. And Lady stares at the square, release rotation. She rattles it through. So give Lady Walker 3. Her team up 61-43. An 18-point margin right now. And the dominance of Shaw and Virginia Union would lead one to believe that that could be a very compelling matchup in tomorrow's championship if we get that far. Down on the inside trying to turn with Alexis Fowler. She lost it off her foot and they call her for travel. Slowly inbounding is Virginia Union. It's Johnson up, angling it to the right. Gets a drive halfway, goes with the up and under kiss off the glass. This one doesn't go through. Rebound, battle for on the inside. It's a rugby scrum on the floor on the far side. And I believe they're going to say that the ball goes to Livingstone.
Livingstone still hustling, even though they're trailing by quite some points. They're still in the game, I think, mentally and emotionally. So now you got to start to look at this lead, Mark, and you have to play game within a game. Try to continuously cut the lead in half. Cut it by quarter, then cut it by half, and try to position yourself to win.
Well, traveling call on a steal attempt that time by, I believe, well, whoever the case it happened so fast that they're inbounding. Livingstone has the basketball. And getting the rock right now is Howard. And then a feed across the lane and a missed point blank that time by Fowler. And the rebound collected in the backcourt that time by Taylor White. White gets it to Johnson, who splits the defenders and races it up quickly. Gets to the free throw line, crossover, puts up the floater. Off the rim, no good. Rebound collected by Fowler. Fowler then drops it off. Racing it up quickly is Brittany Taylor. Taylor has her pass stolen away. This time, Taylor White will check that Sydney Howard with it. Cross-court pass. Ronnie Bell open for 3. She does it again. Ronnie Bell on 15. Johnson to Bell. And it works out really well. 64-43. It's 21 points on the inside. And a nice little move to the rim that time by Whitney Foster, making it 64-45. A very impressive effort by Virginia Union. Into the offensive zone. It's Johnson. And I will say this. Johnson's performance as she goes with a crossover to the free throw line, puts up the jumper, it's air ball, and trying to save it was Lady Walker, but she couldn't. We had the doubleheader of Bowie State and Virginia Union on HSRN back in, I want to say, late January, early February. And Bowie really played Virginia Union tough, made a run at him. If I'm not mistaken, that game actually went into overtime. And Bowie's guards were really able to make it a lot more difficult on Kiana Johnson. This makes me appreciate them a lot more. And on the drive to the hoop this time, I believe Zayna Levette is going to be able to induce a foul on
team
I
score.
want to say that's White. But they don't give it to her, so it must be on Awkward. And the free throw is good.
Number 10.
Yep, Taylor Awkward does pick up that foul. So Lavette at the line, she makes the first. She has 1 point. Now she has 2 as the second one falls through. 64-47. Under 10 seconds to go. Into the offensive zone, it's Awkward. Awkward out of the double team. Gives it to White. Johnson gets it. Three-pointer at the top. At the end of the quarter, no good. So a little confusion between White and Johnson that time. And Johnson cannot make the three. But when you're up big, it doesn't really matter. At the end of 3, Virginia Union, 10 minutes away from the women's title game where they'll face Shaw. They lead Livingstone 64-47. More from the CIAA tournament on the other side as we continue. This is HSRN, the voice of choice.
Protect the CIAA, your school, trademarks, and your investments the right way. Look for the official seal.
All right, it's one thing. Mike Walker and you, and things are working out really well for Virginia Union, who's up 64-47. As they are really putting on a show here in the women's final. Livingstone trying to stay close as a point-blank look from Alexis Fowler is cashed in, and it's 64-49. And quickly Livingstone with a steal and off to the races. With a layup, the up and under, and she can't convert is Amber Curtis. She had an up and under look, and it went off the bottom of the rim. Union 64, Livingstone 49. Between the circles. Now they go to the wing with it to Awkward. Awkward goes top shelf, Taylor White. White with the ball above her head, swings it to the left wing to Taylor, Johnson. Johnson gets it to Ronnie Bell. Bell drops it to the cutting White. White point blank can't finish, but she's fouled. Now they go to the believe Kanisa Langford goes top shelf. Taylor is going to pick up that foul. That's number 1 on Langford. Taylor to Johnson. Johnson. Boy, I tell you, Johnson drops it to the cutting White. Really, point blank can't. Ashley Smith do a great job of creating looks for their bigs. Kanisa Langford. This free throw is good.
Great ball handling with both hands, right? Have really good vision too. Know how to control the tempo, right, of the offense. And like you said, by the way they position themselves on the court, they play for their bigs. They really have 2-point guards on this court.
Second one is good for White.
Have really good vision too.
Taylor White now has 2.
Of the offense.
Lead is up to 66-49. It's 17. And Johnson takes the rebound and races it all the way up. Swing it off to the wing. Kick back outside. Wide open look. It's good this time. Knocking it down from downtown is Ashley Smith. And make it a cool 20. At 69-49. With 8.5 to go in regulation. Swing it off to the wing. Ball picked up. Now they try to get it down to Fowler. Fowler comes back out to the outside. She has it then stolen away by Kiana Johnson. Johnson on the way. into the lane, swing to the wing, wide open look from the side pocket, no good. And after taking a shot to the gut, Hagan Offord will go to the free throw line, and she'll get 3 shots. He has been stolen away by Kiana Johnson. Brittany Taylor picks up on the way into the lane, swing to the wing. Offord goes to the charity strike. The swing person who plays guard and forward played her high school basketball, that is, at Oakland Mills High School in Columbia, Maryland. Second one up, second one through, 71-49. I don't want to go into the, mode of projecting, but with just about 70% of the precincts reporting, it looks as though it's going to be Shaw versus Virginia Union in the final. Now, I don't know if Livingstone is ready to concede just yet, but it does look promising if you are a fair fan, that is, of the Lady Panthers. Off the curl at the top, looking to cross over and create is Taylor White. Back to the outside, off the curl, the jumper off the back of the rim. No good by Kayla Searcy. Rebound battle for collected by Taylor White. We'll have a tie-up. And on the alternating possession, it goes to Virginia Union. Okay, here's what I want to do as basketball commissioner of the world. In universal 4 quarters, even for the men's game. Out, alternating possession. Find officials who can throw the jump ball. And on the drive, Lady Walker, it looks like she's fouled, and they go to the charity stripe.
I like that idea. If it's good enough for the opening tip-off, create some drama around those moments in the game.
And so Kiana Johnson with her 34 points goes back to the charity stripe. Her free throw is good. Too bad this isn't a Hornets game where you get something free if somebody dropped 40 points or something. J-Bell, what do they give away down here? If somebody scores 40 points or has a big night, do they do any promotions like that? Wow, you guys are missing it. Anyway, raising it down quickly and picking it up and forcing a shot under duress is Arena DeJesus, and she draws a bailout foul. But I mean, like, in DC there's a certain chicken sandwich that you get for free.
I think they give you 3 dabbing lessons out here.
Dabbing weapon. Yes. Are you going to teach us how to dab? Oh my. I might want to see that. Anyway, at the charity stripe, and this one is short off the mark that time, but the rebound collected and put back to Haynes, and now we had a traveling call. DeJesus was short with the free throw, and Taylor Daniels shuffled her feet. We got a long inbound pass, and racing it up the side will be Lady Walker. Walker gets it into the front court, drops it back to Johnson. Johnson with 36 points. Swings it off to Smith. Top of the key to Taylor White. White leaves it for Johnson. Johnson's going to keep the dribble alive, and on the reach-in, we'll have a foul on DeJesus. It looks like there's a little jaw-jacking going on between those two. Somebody might want to step in there because they're talking and there's a lot of frustration going on right now. And if you're Anne-Marie Gilbert, you might want to think about getting Kiana Johnson out of there because you don't want to lose her for tomorrow.
Right, you get close to that 5-minute mark, you might see a whole bunch of wholesale, exchanges. Really on both these teams, if you want to know the truth.
Kiana Johnson swings it to Ronnie Bell on the wing for 3. It's off the mark. The rebound battle for it collected this time by Livingstone. And it gets into the hands of Kyla Searcy into the front court. She picks it off, and on the curl, she'll drop it back to Levette. Levette's going to swing it to the ring and leave it for Curtis. Curtis back to the top to Levette. She's open for 3, and she knocks it down. 74-53. We go inside of 7 to go. Can Livingstone find some stops to get back into this game? As the ball is slowly matriculated into the front court by Kiana Johnson, we'll have a whistle and a timeout called by Virginia Union. Anne-Marie Gilbert, despite her team leading by 21 points, getting into the face of her backcourt. And she is offering up some instructions with passion.
Rightly so, Mark, because she's coaching for the remainder of the season. She's trying to get them to understand, even though we're up the size of the lead, we still have to execute as if we were trailing. And you've got to mentally prepare your team for what appears to be, as we speak right now, a trip to the championship.
Now this is the season of the year that people of a certain faith actually believe in a miracle, and like I said, boy, you talk about a new biblical verse that would have to be written, if you ask me.
It's not even scoring, to be honest with you.
It's defense.
Right. They still have to play defense. Especially one play they haven't been able to stop.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any debate for MVP in this game. I think we can project with the few precincts remaining in outlying counties that Kiana Johnson is definitely going to be the most valuable player of this game.
Very that's a very good sign for things to come if you're a Union.
A Union or Union?
Union.
Okay. I was just going to, after the Trump reference and then you start talking unions, I'm all, I'm verklempt. Anyway, to the right side with it into the hands of that, and now it goes back outside to Kiana Johnson. Johnson going to take it on the drive, has it stripped away, and she draws the foul. Boy, when you've been having your way getting to the rim, even the perception of contact can lead to a whistle.
That's her fourth.
And to me, that was a perceptive whistle. But there's no denying the 36 points that she has today.
Right, those all actually went in the basket.
Yes, they did. Making 37 after the free throw goes through.
And counting, because there's plenty of time left.
Proving that the immediate impact of the right transfer can get your program back to a huge level. I'd have to say right now that the transfer from Michigan State is the most significant newbie in the CIAA on any side in the conference this year. Virginia Union up 76-53 as we approach 6:10 and counting here in regulation. Off the curl is Fowler looking to get to the lane. She puts up a high arcing floater, no good. The rebound tap, deflected, collected. This time it's collected and then lost out of bounds that time. Kiana Johnson takes a shot to the face and the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll go to Virginia Union.
People who play in the Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina area and go Division I sometimes things don't go the way they like to go and they want to transfer. The CIAA as a conference is very attractive. How often have you seen, this story play itself out over and over and over again?
Yep.
Somebody transfer from a big time school down to this conference so they can play instantly.
Taylor White misses an 18-footer and the rebound collected by Livingstone. Down 23 into the offensive zone. It's Fowler who's going to pass out of a double team. And boy, Zena Levesque just was not ready for the pass. That shows a sign of one player whose will may have been broken. And then from the backs down, she almost strips it. Gives it to Johnson. Point blank look by Taylor White, no good. Lady Walker scrambles to get the rebound. And a reset for Kiana Johnson and Virginia Union. 76-53 to count. Inside of 5:20 to go. Jump stop. Move. Smith. Yes! Oh, man. Ashley Smith. And it gives Smith 14. Boy, the backcourt has been just lights out for Virginia Union here today. And a long ball under duress leads to a rebound for Union. And this is Kiana Johnson. Drops it back to Smith. Open for three. The bank is open. And on the East Coast, it's not even 5 o'clock. So she goes right to the teller, and it's all good. 81-53. And another three put up by Livingstone. Fowler battles for it, and it goes out of bounds. This one to Virginia Union, and that'll take us, well, it's a dead ball foul under 5 minutes, and that should, I hazard a guess, I'm going to say that should take us to our timeout, but we will play on.
55 points between Smith and Johnson of the 81 that Virginia Union currently has. 55 points.
That's amazing. So the backcourt clearly dominated. On the curl, the driving, floating runner. It's Johnson again. Give her 19 now. Wow. Ashley Smith. And then a steal from the backside into the hands of Kiana Johnson. Johnson all the way down into the front court. Kicks it back outside. Ashley open again for three, and she knocks it down. Ashley Smith. Ashley, it's unbelievable, babe. 86-53, and coming down to answer with the three ball is Brittany Taylor to make it a 20-point game. Kiana Johnson in the offensive zone, less than 4 to go. Amazing. So the backcourt clearly dominates. Second curl, the driving, counting towards the end of the Livingstone season, and a wraparound. Smith loses the ball, tries to tie it up. I think he tried to call a timeout after losing the footing. It's Johnson again. Give her 19 now. Possession, it goes. Wow. To Ashley Smith. Union. Don't worry, Union fans. From the backside into the hands Livingstone fans steal from the backside into the hands of Kiana Johnson. Johnson all the way down these two front court. Kicks it back outside. Ashley over again for three, and she knocks it down. Ashley Smith. Ashley, it's unbelievable, man. Deflected out of bounds with 3:24 to go.
Had a chance to see both of the teams that will probably complete small championship game. Is there anybody that holds an advantage? I mean, we could talk about the time that they met during the regular season, but this is tournament play.
That's a very interesting point, because I don't think Shaw was as good as they are right now in that moment. But I will say this: Kiana Johnson gonna be tough for anybody to defend. And Ashley Smith has her floating layup attempt rejected. And good-natured trash talk going on between the partisan of both of these schools. And we have some conversations. And here's the inbound to Lady Walker, and she puts it right up off the glass without hitting the floor. Lady Walker with 6 points now, and the lead 88-56. It's 22. And then we'll have a foul that'll go against Jamaica Ruffin, who's just checked in.
Walker averaging 8 points a game, well below her season average. You have a performance that Johnson and Smith are having. Sometimes you have to step back and just assume another role, and she's done that. She's played some solid defense today, and it's been very hard on those offensive boards. She's got 8 rebounds total in the game.
And she can impact the game without having to score. The inbounds pass the Fowler is lost and collected by Taylor White. In the backcourt, she gives it to Kiana Johnson. Johnson finds Ruffin on the cut, and she can't make the layup. Inside of 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Quickly racing it down. Curtis going to go with the up and under attempt at the baseline, and she can't finish, but she will go to the charity stripe for 2. And this foul is going to go against Jamaica Ruffin. Ruffin, that's her first.
That's her second.
We'll make that her second, pardon me, as Curtis goes to the line. The senior from Savannah may be in the midst of the last 2.5 minutes of her college basketball career, and her first free throw is short. You remember what it was like the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of your career?
At the high school level, yes.
What about, in college?
Yes, I can remember that too. That was at Howard University. Actually, in the last drive, I threw a touchdown pass, so I went out a winner right there. Me and Peyton.
Peyton hadn't gone out yet. Inbounds to Ashley Johnson.
All the conversation I'm hearing, he better get himself a ticket.
Well, and the ball inbounds into the front court now. Jesselyn Jenkins gets it back to Johnson, and then the double team, and people forgot that Kiana Johnson needed somebody to pass to in order for it to work. So it's all but academic right here with an 88-57 count. That, by my Morgan State education, says it's a 31-point game, and I would venture to say that it's going to be a Shaw versus Virginia Union matchup. And one thing about the thing that has made Doc Curtis so good is that if he doesn't take your best player totally away, he will make it very frustratingly difficult for them to perform as well. And I'm anxious to see how Kiana Johnson is going to have it. He's going to find a young defense. He's going to find a way to make it very difficult for her to get her shot. If Union wins this championship, they will earn it because she will have been tested as well as any contest she has faced, even when she played at Michigan State in the Big Ten +4. Back to the outside, Jada Lucky now in the contest. Going to the top to Jenkins. Pass stolen away. On the breakaway, it's Levette. She stops at the free throw line, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound ripped off by Lady Walker. She gets it into the hands of Johnson. Johnson will swing it in the wing to Lucky. She'll launch a three, it's no good. Rebound is collected that time by Taylor. Taylor's gonna race it up the right wing. Less than 2 minutes to go, she'll go into the lane. Takes the contact from Dinkins, no foul call. And it's a 88-59 contest. Minute and a half to go. On the drive, it's Johnson. The layup is good and one. Give her a cool 40 right now. That's right, a 40 burger for Kiana Johnson with a chance to make it 41.
Kiana Johnson, she'll be on the line.
And they're going to take out Amber Curtis. Always emotional minutes to go. She'll go into the lane. Takes the contact from Dinkins. No foul. And it's a 80, 40 minute and a half to go. 91 to drop 9 game. Minute and a half. Clock at his off. On the drive, it's Johnson. The layup is good and one. Right now. That's right. Right now. That's right. Now the 40 burger in right for Kiana Johnson Union. That'll be Phoenicia Price. The 6-foot forward from Brooklyn is going to replace Taylor White.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
Right there. In the painted area.
Number 35, Phoenicia.
And now Kiana Johnson with her 41 will get to take a bow as she gets ready to run one more as she is replaced in the lineup by Xana Godoy. And then quickly on the drive, Brittany Taylor is hacked.
Down is the number 15.
So don't forget, coming up, 7 in the East, 4 out West, we got more CIAA tournament action as the best Final Four in Division II, bar none, every week is going to be, every year that is, the CIAA tournament. And we got a barn burner. We got heavyweights with championship pedigree as the lead remains 30. And the long down court pass is lost off the fingertips of Ruffin with 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. Livingstone will finish the season at 15 and 12. Virginia Union will move on, and they will be 24 and 2. as the slow walk to the front court. Ball picked up by Brittany Taylor. Taylor's going to swing it to the wing, and then on the drive, deflected off the fingertips of Cersei. The putback dances around the rim by Fowler, and it's 91-63. And Godoy is going to be fouled by Fowler in the backcourt, and that will be her second.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you,
she takes her place at the end of the bench as well.
We're asking that everyone exit the building. You can re-enter at 6. But
Fowler
clear the arena.
sends Godoy to the charity stripe for 1 plus the penalty. And this one comes off. We'll check the 2-shot foul at this moment in time. And it can't be said enough, the job that Anne-Marie Gilbert has done to really turn this program around. Both free throws missed. Rebound, put back, no good that time. Rebound, battle for, off the mark by Price. And quickly racing it down, the drive and the layup, no good. The rebound collected by Price. It's taken down court. It's Dinkins all the way for the layup, and she scores! Jesselyn Dinkins with a layup, making it a 30-point, 93-63 contest. Top shelf with it, it's Patterson. And then the feed to the inside. Shot clock is off. Livingstone battling and will have a tie-up. And it's Godoy who's tied up. But the ball will go to Livingstone. And coming out is Ruffin. Coming in will be Stephanie Carr. And into the backcourt, it's left in the hands, and a real unnecessary foul that stops the clock. Brittany Taylor, the junior from Maryland, will be called from a body check, and that's just going to stop the clock and extend it even further with 21.2 to go. And so
stall the plays, Mark. When you're trailing by 30, sometimes it's just good to let it die out so you can get off the court and start to focus on, next season.
And so at the stripe, the free throw goes off the mark by Jamaica Ruffin, who has not gotten into the scorers column yet. Second one up. It rattles off too. Rebound deflected, collected by Dinkins. She'll put it up, and it will stick between the rim and the glass.
One of the more awkward moments.
Hey now, Lady Walker coming off the bench to tap the ball.
Put that broomstick down. We don't need that anymore.
Nope.
We got hops.
Anyway, we'll be inbounded. Patterson is going to slowly walk it up. And the ball is lost and then deflected, collected back. Amber Curtis going to launch a three from the top. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound to Ruffin. Ruffin to Dinkins. Dinkins going to launch a three at the end. It's no good. And Virginia Union rolls to the CIAA championship with a 93-63 win that was really in the end as reflected as the dominance that they had shown all game long.
See the exact same scenario play itself out that we saw in the first game. Two number ones who, basically now statistics indicate should be number one, have to go on to be number one. So the only thing adds to the drama of tomorrow's game when the two best teams, we're talking clearly best team, eye test, numbers and all that, square up tomorrow in the championship game.
Well, it's really about the body of work, I should say, and March. And the best bodies of work right now that we've seen in this tournament to this point have been Shaw and Virginia Union. The conference race had been trending that this might be the final. You've got two runaway freight trains. You got it's really a situation where you've got a dynamic program with a national championship in the taste and trip to Virginia is shown all game
Going to
the
be
destiny
#1.
of a
So
first
it only really adds to the drama of tomorrow's game when the
she's
two
got
best
bigs,
teams, we're
so
talking
Shaw won't
clearly
be able to
best
dominate
teams.
on the
I
interior the way that they've done with
Square up
about
tomorrow
everybody
in
else throughout the course of this tournament. I mean, when you look at it, this could be a terrific women's final between Shaw and Virginia Union, and to me, it's a pick 'em game.
No, you're right, Mark. So I can make an argument for either one of those teams. But just based on today's play, I have to say, if anybody has any semblance of an advantage, I'd have to maybe lean one molecule towards Shaw because I think they just might be a little bit deeper. When I'm talking a little bit deeper, I may be talking one more person, and that's about it. These are two evenly matched teams getting ready to do battle. They're going to make for a tremendous event for championship.
And really, when you get right down to it, Anita D. Howard has to be given a lot of credit for getting Livingstone back into the realm of credibility as far as the women's basketball tournament is concerned. They struggled mightily for several years, but right now they certainly are a factor. And you can see that they're trending and have been building blocks to everybody's program who's ultimately gotten to the top. And sooner or later, you're going to have to figure out how to beat Shaw. And if there's one team that will figure it out, it'll probably be Anita Howard. Because remember last year at, I believe it's Coach John Hill, if I'm not mistaken, at Virginia State, who was a assistant to Jacques Curtis, who beat him in order to win the championship. If there's somebody in Livingstone's career